Collecting unpaid accounts in London, an in-depth look at debt collection services. Debts can pile up quickly and it is sometimes difficult to know where to turn to collect them. But rest assured, we have you covered. We've got an in-depth look at debt collection services in London. At Collecti, we know how important it is for businesses to get paid on time. We offer a comprehensive approach to debt collection that includes amicable and legal collection steps. We understand the legal procedures that should be followed if your amicable approach fails. We understand that navigating the complexities of international debt collection can be a challenge. So we have put together a comprehensive guide on collecting unpaid accounts in London, designed to address some of the common pain points foreign creditors face. What is a commercial debt collection service? Unpaid accounts can be a real headache for businesses, especially if the debtor is based abroad. That's why you may want to consider enlisting the help of a commercial debt collection service. Once you choose to hire a debt collection service in London, they'll typically assess your needs before creating a tailored approach that adheres to current laws and regulations. This could involve an amicable approach, which involves sending letters, making phone calls, or sending a mailsayer in more serious cases, legal action. Most debt collection services will start by trying to establish contact with the debtor, which is then followed by issuing a demand for payment and explaining the consequences of not paying their debt. If this doesn't resolve the issue, then more aggressive action is usually taken, with court proceedings being issued as a last resort. When it comes to overseas collections, you may experience some difficulties due to differences in language and legal systems. But professional agencies take all of these obstacles into consideration and are able to help foreign creditors to recover their unpaid accounts quickly. What are the benefits of using a commercial debt collection service in London? Using a commercial debt collection service can be a major advantage. For starters, this approach is much faster than taking a DIY approach, and most debt collection services offer same or next day response time, so you can get the funds recovered as soon as possible. Plus, they have access to data that you may not have in order to locate the debtor and take appropriate action. Also, debt collection services operate according to the law, so their actions will never risk your reputation or your standing with customers. Finally, these services are often highly cost-effective, even if you hire an attorney to collect debts for you. Commercial debt collection services usually charge much less for their efforts. How to collect unpaid accounts using amicable ways in London. You may not know this, but when it comes to collecting unpaid accounts in London, you don't need to resort to pressure tactics or legal actions right away. In fact, a debt collection agency can often recover your money using the power of amicable conversations. Free collection letters and emails. At the start of any soft collection effort, debt collectors will typically send out letters and emails requesting payment. These are usually written in a friendly tone and are meant to gently remind customers of their obligation to you. Phone calls. Phone calls are another common form of collecting debts amicably. During these calls, professional collectors will inform customers about the nature of their debt and provide an explanation on how they can settle it quickly. Negotiations can also help. Your debt collector might be able to work out an agreement with your customer for partial payments, installment payments, or other creative solutions that everyone can agree on. Legal procedure. If these soft collection efforts fail, however, your debt collector may also have to resort to legal procedures as per UK law. This involves obtaining a court order from the High Court in London or any other appropriate body, but this should always be done as a last resort. It's worth noting that foreign creditors may face some challenges when trying to collect debts in London, such as language barriers or cultural differences. Also, having experienced professionals on your side is always beneficial. And that's why we recommend using our fast business debt collection agency Collectia with us on board. Common soft debt collection steps taken by a local debt collector. When it comes to collecting unpaid accounts, a local debt collector in London typically takes the following common soft debt collection steps. Firstly, they will send out polite but firm letters of reminder. This could also involve sending a letter before action or an email, depending on the creditor's preference. Through this, they will demand payment for the unpaid accounts, including any interest and/or late payment charges that have accrued. Secondly, the debt collector may contact the debtor via phone calls and advise them of their legal responsibilities to settle the arrears. They will also provide solutions and offer repayment plans if needed, while having a friendly yet professional attitude. Finally, they can arrange face-to-face meetings to further discuss resolution options and to negotiate settlements if possible. These soft debt collection methods are usually amicable ways of resolving the issue without needing to involve legal proceedings. The pain points that foreign creditors may face when trying to collect debts in London include unfamiliarity with local laws and regulations, language barriers, and cultural differences that can make it difficult to establish good relationships with debtors. Additionally, lack of resources or knowledge can make it hard for overseas organizations to effectively pursue international debts in London, and hence they could benefit from partnering with specialist debt collection agencies such as Collecti, who offer fast business debt collection services across Europe. Legal procedure when amicable approach fails. You may not know this, but in London there is a clear legal procedure to follow when amicable debt collection fails. If the debtor is still unwilling to pay, it is time to consider more aggressive steps. Most debt collection agencies, such as Collecti, can provide legal assistance for a successful recovery process. Initiate legal action. Legal action should be initiated by filing a complaint and obtaining a judgment from the court in favor of the creditor. A legally enforceable decision requires debtors to pay off their debts immediately or risk more serious repercussions such as asset seizures and salary deductions. Depending on the seriousness of the case, lawyers may even recommend bankruptcy proceedings or insolvency agreements. Send final notice letter. If no payment is received after initiating legal action, then it is best to send one final notice letter before taking drastic steps, as sending bailiffs or bankruptcy notice letters. This final notification serves as an ultimatum that if payments are not made within a certain period of time, then more forceful measures will be taken against them. Debt collection through bailiffs or bankruptcy notice letters. If all other methods fail, then debt collection through bailiff or bankruptcy notice letters may be necessary in order to recover the unpaid accounts from the debtor. Common pain points for foreign creditors collecting debts in London. If you're a foreign creditor trying to collect debts in London, you might encounter a few pain points along the way. Language barriers. When doing business abroad, language barriers can be a huge obstacle. If you don't speak English or the other language, communication may be difficult. This can lead to misunderstandings and confusion, resulting in difficulty collecting debt.